Hello, I'm Michelle Walker. Hello. This video is to discuss the now intimidation and bullying that I feel like I am experiencing from the LAPD Olympic Division Police Station. If you can recall and you look back on the other videos that I posted when I was having hate crimes done against me, I was trying to get a report in. It took a long, well, really, I didn't get a chance to find a police officer or get a police officer to take a police report until another hate crime happened to me. And then when I called the dispatcher, I was explaining how I've been trying to, get a report in about the first hate crime incident where they left the note on my door talking about no slaves allowed, and so it was very hate crime against blacks, type thing. So anyway, God is good that we believe we got the person. We worked together at the state police, but talking with the police and different things to try to help make sure everything got together. Now, I spoke at the LAPD commissions meetings. That's Los Angeles Police Department commissions. And when I say LAPD Olympic Division, that's Los Angeles Police Department Olympic Division, which is more Koreatown area. So I spoke there, and basically, because we hadn't caught the person at that time, that was on April 20th. And I felt the need to speak, one, because I couldn't believe everything I experienced in just trying to get a police officer to take a report about the hate crime that was done against me. And this person was still out there, and I didn't know what this person would do next, And like I discussed in past videos, and as I discussed at the police commission meeting about how I kept going to my local Los Angeles Police Department, which is Olympic Division, to try to do a report, to try to get acknowledged, and people just ignored me. They act like I didn't even exist. Invisible. Invisible is the word. So any research that you've talked about, that you've seen or read about how people would just act like black people are invisible and just not even acknowledge them or anything at all, and especially black women. That's what I experienced outside the LAPD Olympic Division. On April 8th, literally, I was out there for about an hour calling, I did 11 calls just on the regular customer service number. And I'm standing at their door, trying to wait for them to come. And I'm calling at the same time the customer service, they see me calling, they're inside. So I'm calling inside the building where the officers are looking at me. And got no help. Well, the first time actually was when the incident actually happened on March 30th. Because it scared me, that first of all, somebody got into my car, they left a hate note, and I live in a locked building, a locked place, and then where I live is majority Asian, majority Latino, so it's not that many of us, but literally in the building, about three or four, about four families, in a sense, 3 or 4 families, in a sense, partial, 2.5, partial family, in a sense. So how would they even know that was my car? And then actually the wording that they put on the note was basically a hate crime against blacks. Then they came back on April 6th and put like a blood-like paper in front, so, I'm alarmed, so when I went on March 30th, same thing, one officer just shooed me off, and I'm talking about the LAPD Olympic Division, then I called it again, getting service, so then on this April 8th, where finally, I got the report in on April 6th, and I was just basically going in person so that I can see who my detective was and find out who my detective was. Again, understanding all COVID precautions, because, and I have to say all these different, because I find that different people are trying to say different excuses for why I was treated the way I really believe it was race, basically, because I could not see them having a white rich man outside the door of the Olympic, and let me say this, there's nothing but glass, so they can see in and out. Let me say that. The door's not shut, the walls are not, it's all glass. So you can see me out there. And I'm out there on April 8th for an hour or more. And I am calling, from in there, from outside to talk with someone in the police station, to to get someone, and this is the customer service number. This is the number they had on the glass to call. This is during business hours, operation hours. So I am calling from about, so I got there, I want to say maybe it might have been 3:30, maybe a little bit before 3:30, because I started calling from 3:29 p.m. all the way until, let's see, the last call was at 4:34 p.m. And not only did I call the customer service number, but the day before, someone had told me about how to call a detective number for the Olympic division that I could call to find out about who my detective was soon. And I had called that number from home, and I still wouldn't get anybody. So I called that number as well. So that's 13 calls. And then I also called the LAPD non-police, non-emergency calls. So that's 14 calls. But anyway, so I talked about that at the meeting on April 20th, the LAPD commission meeting. Again, I felt the need to discuss that because I don't want to see another Black woman have to experience this. And again, both times, while I was outside, the times I would say anything could have been happening to me. And for you not to even come to the window or even just answer the phone. So again, I'm saying COVID, at least answer the phone. You see me calling, on April 8th when I was out there. And to me, I just felt like it was a sense of bullying then, on April 8th, you got me out there for an hour. I'm the only one out there, and I'm at the window constantly asking for somebody to come by, and I'm on the phone calling the customer. Now their desk is right there in the glass so they can see you. Officers are going by, like I even said with the LAPD commission meeting. And if you watch my past videos, again, my YouTube is Michelle Hope Walker Speaks. You'll see, because I've been documenting, so I couldn't believe, again, because here I am again, I'm at home, minding my own business. I go to my car, go to the store. Somebody didn't hate crime me and put a note in my car, calling me, my race, things and saying all kind of different things, gets me, so it scares me. Because I'm in a locked building, how did you person get in and what would they do next? So I go to my police department, didn't get help, in different things. But again, so I mind my own business. So, and again, I'm the victim. I'm the one that has had a hate crime done against me, and so that's one. Again, so I mind my own business, and this gets done to me. Now, so then I'm knowing, okay, I got to constantly follow up because I want this person caught, and so I'm constantly, staying in touch with police and different things like that. And so then for me to go to the police department, which should have been just like easy breezy, I'm going there. Someone could have came to the glass. How I learned about the glass, because even when I went to the LAPD headquarters, someone did come to the glass, to at least ask you, what is going on. So that was a good thing. I can't say they still didn't take the report at LAPD headquarters either, but someone came to the class, which I learned again. That made me think again they could have came to class. But the second time again on April 8th, I'm calling in there. Even on March 30th, I'm calling in there, and the front desk is right there. There's people right there at the desk. So April 8th, operation hours, fully daylight, windows, nothing but windows. You can see straight through the apartment. I'm seeing all kinds of people walk by. No one's acknowledging me. They see me right out there. I'm calling. I'm letting them know I'm calling. Can you answer? No one. One time someone answered, and that's what I'm saying. I felt even more bullied because they answered, and I said hello, and they just hung up like they were playing with me. Now there's cameras on the outside of this police department, so they're seeing me out there. No one is coming out to try to find me, so no one's answering the phone. So I discussed this at the LAPD police, commission meeting because I didn't want to see that happen to anyone else. I also was asking if they could watch over my case to make sure that the case was treated fairly. Because again, when you say hate crime and everything that happened from them putting the note in my car and talking about no slaves allowed here and get out and all this different stuff, and then the second time where they put paper out there, blood type stuff, it's a hate crime. It's a hate crime. Because if not for my race, they wouldn't have put slave, what I'm saying? So it's a hate crime, and along with that thing, it's hate crime, and so to watch over my case, also to help to find the person, to make sure I was being treated fairly. Now, throughout this, I have met good officers or things that officers have done that I, say thank you. I'm a very appreciative person. I'm thank you. And I'm very fair that in a sense when I'm not afraid to tell LAPD thank you. I'm not afraid to tell police thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to tell, which, and I say that because some people are like, oh no, you don't tell me. No, if they done something for me, I appreciate it. And by the time I finally did the report, especially Officer Morse, oh gosh, she just awesome. That officer that came and took the report, he understood exactly what was going on. He was right, he was testing stuff and everything on April 6th. But anyway, so again, I'm the victim. And thank God right now we have a person, and all that was that you had to constantly stay in touch and constantly try to, you almost got to get people to come on, let's go, they need to find this person, and anyway, so I spoke at the commission meeting. Now, after I spoke, I started getting a whole bunch of calls from the LAPD. I did got a call from one person, it was a captain, and was letting me know they apologized. She was like, she apologized and stuff. But even throughout the conversation, I know she made a comment. She said, well, I will call, because I was wondering how did she get mine. She was saying, well, they heard me speak at the meeting, and then her West Bureau person told her, and then she's calling and she was apologizing. I appreciated that, the apology. And then she was saying something about, well, she's gonna let them know that she talked to me 30 minutes, and I was just like, but the time, I don't know, just a little different stuff. But because the bigger piece is that still she still couldn't relate to that it was race involved on what, and I'm just like, well, I don't think. I said, no, surely it was race, because I'm a black woman out there, and I know a white man, a white businessman, a white man, period, would not be, again, you all have to remember, visualize this. I am right there. It's glass, number glass. People are right. Officers are right there. The desk is right there. People are passing by, I'm on the phone calling inside right where these people are. I'm letting them know I'm calling. I'm emailing. That's another thing. I emailed. I'm tweeting. The chief of police all over of the whole LAPD. So I'm doing a lot of things for that hour, trying to just reach, and really then just got to the point that I'm just like, I can't believe. I thought it didn't feel real to me. It was so like unreal that, and that's where the word just really, I said, right, they treated me like I was just invisible, because I've read articles about how they just treat black people like they don't matter, like they're just invisible, who cares about you or why you're out here, because I'm the only one, you all, right, in this, cameras everywhere, so I'm like, so I'm invisible when I need service. But when you think I'm doing something, or you want to accuse me of doing something right now, I feel like they're bullying me and trying to intimidate me and constantly calling me and trying to put words in my mouth, things I didn't say, now I'm visible, and even in the phone call, I could feel that it was a sense of upsetness about me speaking at the commission meeting. But even after that, I still felt, I appreciate the apology. Even in terms of trying to get the detectives to come look at the scene and different things like that, I felt like she was helpful. But then I do know a police officer, just out the blue, had stopped by my door, but he didn't ring the doorbell or anything. I just came out the door to go try to meet the other detectives outside my building, because locked and everything, and I found it. I remember, I was calling and just like, okay, why did someone come to my door and just leave a card? They didn't leave they didn't ring the doorbell, so they really didn't want to talk to me. They just wanted to, I guess, say that they had came by, which to me was like a game, I'm like, so you didn't, and since the detectives was coming, it was like, why is this person coming? Because when I read the cards, like a lead officer, police officer, I didn't need, we had already did the report on April 6th. I've already done that part. I'm meeting with detectives, we already had scheduled time to finish doing some more. I had already been meeting with them. But again, this was for me to show them more and different things like that. But so it all comes to mind now that I'm feeling like I'm being intimidated even more, because now I'm getting all these calls. And today I got a call in relation to that he said that his captain had told him, he was a sergeant, said the captain told him to call about the investigation. I was like, oh no, we solved we already got everything, because, like I said, we captured us in the name of Jesus, thank you God, everything. And he said, well, no, about the race too. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, no. I was like, there's no, I said, no one has talked to me about an investigation. Even when I talked to the captain, she apologized. And even when I was asking her, did she want me to send her more information, and she was like, no, and And so it's like, and then it was just done. We were basically, the key point for me was hate crime, and I still got this person out here that's doing stuff. We need to find this person so this person doesn't end up making it up to my door, or in my house, and doing something else to me. And with the person we found, bless the heart, had a lot of issues going on. So that scared me even more. And I'm like, thank God we got the person, because then that means they could have really, when you look at all the people that have killed people from the church, from the churches that killed the people in the different places, a lot of times they had different issues going on. And, so you don't know what they would do. So thank God, we got the person and everything. And then, yes, it's a hate crime, regardless of what other issues they're dealing with, because the point of they kept focusing on my black race. And all these people in the building, they didn't do nothing to nobody else but to my car and in front of my car and rode on my car and got inside my car, just all kind of different stuff. So anyway, so yeah, that's the call I got today. And I was like, about the investigation. I said, no, I've already said what I've said. And I said, I already know what happened. I don't need it to be investigated. I was there. I was there standing outside the police department, and nobody was helping me. And I was calling and no one would answer the phone, but everybody seen me, but no one cared enough about me to acknowledge me. It's like I was not even human. Other than, like I said, there was a person up there that started dancing, and I thought that was very strange and racist, because it's like, so because I'm black out here outside the door and I'm trying to tell people to come because, I need customer service, I need service, help, and I'm on the phone trying to get customer service. Say, can you pick up the phone, please, why would you start dancing when you see me? I thought that was very racist. That really related to, you're black, saying, I know you like to dance. No, who said I like to dance? I could not believe what was going on. It really, so that's why I'm at LAPD commission meeting, explaining my experience, because I don't want to see nobody else go through, no other black, because I don't really feel like a white person, even other races, would go. Because even while I was outside the door, there was some, it looked to be Latino or Indian people in there sitting down with someone getting a form of service, and so so everybody ignored me. It's amazing. Lots of people in this building walking back and forth, even coming close to the door and just not acknowledging me at all, So I don't feel there's not a problem with me telling what I experienced. I have the right to say what I experienced. I do not believe that LAPD, Olympic Division Police Department, has the right to come after me because they do not like what I said. Because what I said is what happened. If anything, talk to your staff. What she had said she was going to talk to us, because I really thought I was closed out as far as that part. And for me, I was just more focused on the hate crime against me and who is this person and let's find this person. That's where I'm at. Now, again, yesterday, we just got a person. So hopefully, most of them I follow along with it. I don't need to get my police report and different things like that. So I'm going to keep up with paperwork. I'm going to keep up with the status of things and what's going on, because I don't want this person out, because again, don't tell them what they do next, type thing. And so, yes, I plan to keep up with everything, but now to still be getting calls, and not even a call to ask me how I'm doing, not even a call to say, hey, I know it's a challenging experience and a hate crime, are you okay? Not those calls, no. Now it's the bullying and the intimidation, because I guess the point of that, you're mad because I said what I experienced. I didn't say that to purposely hurt you or the department or anything else. I was just saying what I experienced, because I still can't believe when I was just going over the notes of how many times I called, and with each call was like 2 minutes I was letting the phone, 2 to 3 minutes I was just, each call just letting the phone ring. So we're talking about like 13 to 14 calls, and I'm just right outside their door, just, phone just ring, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's like 20 minutes or more, that I spent outside on the phone. I'm emailing them, because on that it said, the email, I'm emailing them. I'm videotaping. You'll see on my YouTube, I'm videotaping, I'm tweeting. I'm doing everything to try to get a form of service. And I got no form of service that day. Not one. None. Now, again, in finding the person that with my detectives, I was able to come there to see the video, so that helped me to know who to look for. So I do appreciate, I finally did get in from that point of mine. Not that I was trying to get in, but but I had to go in to see the footage or whatever the case might be. But because from that point after April 8th, I'm like, I am not going there unless for sure it is okay to go, and for sure that they're I've talked to someone and they're saying, okay, if you come here, we're gonna let you. And so when I got there, I went there for my detective. I called to make sure hey, I'm here, I want to see the footage, because I'd rather do stuff in a business establishment versus constantly come to my house. I hadn't come to my house so they could see the scene, the crime scene, everything that happened and stuff like that. But other than that, me going there to finish answering questions. Well, really, it's not weird. They already had the details, but for me to find out more details. So yes, just start getting all these calls. Like I said, on the day of the commission, LAPD commission meeting on April 20th, and now looking back at that officer just stopping by. So why are officers calling me all of a sudden, stopping by? Now we have the person. They never were asking about the hate crime or trying to figure out, these other set of officers. And even now, as with the detectives, that we got the person pretty much, and why are they still calling? Then why are you really, it seemed like he was threatening me with that I needed to come, as he just said, comply with him, or like I was what he told me, something about you, I'm going to tell them you were being incooperative. And then very sternly. And I said, your tone. I was like, first of all, no one told me about it. I didn't ask for an investigation. I didn't feel like I need to ask for an investigation. I already know what they did to me. I don't need to ask nothing. And they don't even need to ask. All they got to do is look at their camera and they will see me outside on April 8th from about 3:29 all the way to about 4:34 out there trying to get help, and no one why didn't they come and help me? So you didn't come and help me, but now you're gonna bully me and try to intimidate me, because I don't know if maybe their superiors are getting on them about, why did you have this black woman out here and y'all didn't give her no customer service? You actually treated her inhumane, like she wasn't even there, like she was invisible. But that is not my fault. That is not my fault. That if now people are starting to address, the captain or different folks about what they should have done and what they didn't do, that's not my fault. I just told my experience at the LAPD commission meeting. But it really helped me to relate that when Black Lives Matter, a lot of times when they talk and different folks talk, they only do the public speak, or either they speak through lawyers, because you have to watch it. Again, I encountered some great officers that did help me with my case, and I know that there are some good officers out there, even the captain, at first, although I could tell she was, sort of, at a balance of, I couldn't really fill her out too much if she was for me or not, in the sense of a conversation. But then again, like I said, she did help to make sure the detectives got there. Maybe they were already on their way, whatever the case might be. But, that was saying, you have to watch in communication with police, because sometimes they'll put words in your mouth, they'll write down certain things. Because like I was telling him, he's talking about you're not being cooperative. I was like, well, wait a minute. First of all, I didn't ask for an investigation. No one, even the captain, didn't tell me nothing about, we had closed out the conversation on that. And she was like, it was, we were done talking about, because really there was nothing else to do, So, and I'm not being uncooperative because I didn't ask for an investigation. No one told me about an investigation. I don't need an investigation. And then when I thought about it after I got fired, I was like, I have rights. I don't have to do an investigation if I don't want. So it's almost like they were going to try to make me, bully me, And so he started using words. And then when I told him that, he did back up something. He was like, okay, well, because I was like, okay, so now I need to talk about this at the police commission meeting. Because now I feel like I'm being bullied and I feel like I'm being intimidated. Because I'm a black woman, they did not acknowledge me. And I still feel that way, because there's no way in the world that I feel any other race would have been out there for an hour at the window trying to ask them to come to, we're basically calling, because I already understood COVID. I'm calling, so I'm calling right in where they are. They see me. There's cameras right there. They see me. Everybody sees me. No one acknowledging me, but I guess the person that was dancing, but that was racist. I'm trying to find out who my detective is on the hate crime, because I'm trying to help you all to help find, and I did help. I most definitely did. We found the person, because once I seen the video and then I was driving home, the person happened to be right there. I hurried up and called them and went back to the police department, and they got on it. But I thank them and appreciate it because they got on it. They got there to the place, and he called me and let me know, okay, come on back to the place, and even then at first they couldn't see him, and I was like, but no, they're right there, and they're right when they were leaving, they happened to see the person and was able to arrest them. So I thank them, detectives, very much. I thank them so much, but this intimidation and bullying, so yes, I'm making it public because I want everybody to keep your eyes on me. Because who do you call on the police? Who do you call to police the police? You know what I'm saying? And I'm aware of that you have to watch, the people put words, like I say, he was already on the phone trying to put words in my mouth. I'm like, no, I didn't say that. No, I didn't, say that you said things that you didn't say, Now for me, because I have nerve pain and the typing the too much and stuff like that, hurts. So I tend to do more of a talking and trust people to, if I'm getting reported something, so to say or write down what I have said. Now, again, for maybe a little shortness, some sentence, couple of sentences or whatever, I might can, put something down, or whatever without too much pain, and push come shove. I got it, like when I was out there, I had to email because no one was, I thought, well, maybe if I email, and I put a little bit down, but so I'm handicapped with the nerve pain and different things like that going. And then I got this police bully, so I had to deal with the hate crime, which that still is overwhelming, and we just wrapped that up. So let me date this video. So this video is it is April 22nd, 2021. April 22nd, 2021, and it's Thursday. So yesterday, on April 21st, 2021, on Wednesday, the blessings came through, and we, wrapped up on getting the person. Hopefully that is the person. Time we had times with the footage with, I don't know what happens time with the footage, wasn't really getting to, so we still don't have the total footage of the person of who put the thing in my car, but they said the person confessed, and I was like, yes, they did, and I'm like, well, wow, okay. But anyway, so anyway, got that wrapped up. But again, all these police calls and the captain sending people calling, and then this guy trying to tell me that I got nervous. I said, no, I don't. I feel like I don't know. I don't have nothing more to say than what I already said as far as what had happened. And then I got to think, I said, this is a bully tactic. This is an intimidation type tactic because I guess they're mad because I have told my experience, which I'm going to keep telling my experience because I'm hoping that does not happen to another black woman or another black person. Don't get mad at me. I mean, it's like when you're letting someone know that there's some racist stuff that they're doing or they go on. Instead of them trying to resolve the situation, they get mad at the person and do more stuff. It's almost like what just happened with the Chauvin case with George Floyd. You're trying to tell them, get off their neck, get off and they just keep doing, you know what I'm saying? So here I am experiencing a hate crime. And through all of that, I did not know I would have to go through all of this to finally get a police report, to finally get help. And the experience I experienced outside the LAPD Olympic Division, I used to be on the CPAP, which is like the community board. I used to go to help. Again, I went out to be a police officer in my little town. Even out here, I started, but then I started looking towards law. So I didn't really finish the process because I wanted, I looked at being an attorney, law, and other things, acting and different other things I started doing, I was taught school and did all kinds of different things. So I went and did other things, But my brother, has been a police officer. I know police officers, I have a heart for police officers. So this is not against police officers overall, but, I have the right to tell what I experienced at my local police department. And I kept going there because that's my local police department. And it's sort of scary to me because I've been here for 11 years in Koreatown. That is our police department in Koreatown. I didn't get a chance to do my report there or nothing, and they had me standing outside for an hour. I'm calling in on March 30th, 2021, and April 8th, 2021, and now I got the department, the LAPD Olympic Division trying to bully me because they're mad because I told my experience of what I experienced as a black woman outside there, which I know that would not have had happened to a white man or a white woman or any other race probably out there. And then this is the same department that I guess, and if I'm finally seeing the footage somewhere, it was a black man that I guess was outside, and I don't know what I was doing, but they came out for him. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So this thing of, you'll give me attention if you're trying to if you're suspicious of me, trying to think I'm doing something wrong, but when I actually need your services and I'm a taxpayer, I mean, we all pay tax. That's the people's, that's the government's department. You know, the government says you're not supposed to be racist. You're supposed to serve everyone. You know, that's not a private, the LAPD is not a private entity. And so anyway, I just wanted to make sure I documented this. So again, Michelle Walker, and documenting that I'm feeling like I'm being bullied and intimidated by the LAPD Olympic Division because I spoke out at the commission meeting. So you can see my other videos on YouTube, Twitter is Hope_speaks, Facebook, Michelle Hope Walker speaks, period, listen, Instagram, Michelle Hope Walker speaks. So God bless and help me. Thank you.